There we go. We're live.
We're live, baby. As easy as that.
Yeah.
As easy as that.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 4 Spoilers Review. I am Taylor Field, Spinosaurus, and I'm here with my special guest.
Carl, the lonely bumpy returns.
That is right. Oh, I love that. That's great. Yes, you can find us. GeekVerse.ca is our home base. GeekVerseCast is our Twitter. GeekVerse is our Facebook. And you can also check us out on our Patreon, where you can get early, ad-free, exclusive content episodes available there. But, like I said, we're going into some Camp Cretaceous stuff. But before we get into the overall spoilers and the non-spoilers for Season 4, I'm curious, Carl, what is your history with Camp Cretaceous?
Well, Camp Cretaceous caught me off guard. My daughter, Willow, she wanted to watch it. And I did not like the animation when I first watched it. I was like, oh, this is cheesy, kiddie stuff. But, I was sucked in from the second episode. That was me. So me and her over the last, 3 years has it been now? Been watching every season and listened to your reviews. She's the Taylor Field '1 fan.
My only fan, the only person that listens to those reviews. It's much appreciated. Well, with Season 4, that dropped on Friday, non-spoilers, how did you feel about it?
So I watched it all today, and I wish it split it up a bit more over the weekend because I'm not used to watching so much at once. Yeah, I love it. It was another great season. It was another step up in the gears. There was quite a few surprises that I didn't see coming. So yeah, no, I thought it was another solid season. Mm-hmm. I'll have to rewatch it next week with my daughter. She's not happy that I watched it all in one day.
You didn't watch it with her?
She's away to see Santa today, so she couldn't do it.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, for me, I just think it was great to continue the story going forward. I really did think we were only getting the 3 seasons in that last season. On the boat, I thought, okay, that's it, and we're just gonna leave it at that. But they've dived into so much more in this in this season. A lot of more crazy things that I'm curious how they're gonna kind of tiptoe around or explain in the actual movie. So.
Yeah, I've got questions for that later on, but we'll keep that for non-spoilers, obviously.
Yeah, but overall, it was a great season, and there's a lot of things that we got to see in it that I'm so happy they acknowledged and we got to see. So it was great. It was great. But yeah, anything else you want to add non-spoilers before we step in?
No, I'm happy enough. Yeah, I'm going to try and remember it all because I've watched it so much too soon, I think.
Okay, well, we're going to take our first ad break, and then we'll be right back. And we're back. So where do you want to start?
Well, where do I want to start? First of all, do you hear that? Do you hear that, that whine? No?
I don't hear any whine, no.
You don't hear any whine? Oh, that's because Travis isn't here.
Oh my God!
There's no wee whiny voice there in the background chirping in, interrupting us.
No, it's just us.
Sorry, had to get a dig in there. Had to get a dig.
I was having headphone trouble, so you totally fooled me. I'm like, oh no, he's hearing the actual whine. Oh, that's good.
Right, so where do you want to start?
Yeah, where do you want to start? Guest choice.
Straight to the finale. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, well, first of all, is this the last season? I had it in my head this was the last season.
I had it in my head it was too. But there's
we'll
no
not
way.
jump that far ahead, but yeah, okay. It caught me off guard. I was like, I thought this was the last season, and we're going to go into the movies and stuff. So, all right.
I mean, again, we'll get to that. They have to renew it. Yeah. I'll leave it at that for when we get to it.
But it's Netflix that made this, right?
Yeah, Netflix and DreamWorks.
Yeah, they don't like to do a lot of long seasons.
No, apparently not.
Oh, handsome.
Gosh. But yeah, I think. I mean, we could start at the beginning. Mosasaur attack and all that.
So you can do the names because I'm too old. Don't even know this, Taylor.
You don't know the
I am old, and I do not retain names as much no more. I know the OG dinosaurs. That's about it. Anything that's outside your standard Tyrannosaurus Rex, no, I'm beat.
Well, yeah, the almighty mosasaur. I
The
really thought when I
mosasaur.
saw this trailer, and again with like the Spinosaurus and other elements, I thought that this was actually going to take place on Isla Sorna. Uh, Boy, was I mistaken, because that's not the case. It's obviously one of the main islands of, I think they call them the Five Deaths, is what it is. So I couldn't remember all the names individually. I should, because I'm playing Jurassic World Evolution too.
Oh, what's it like?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful
I'm
game.
gonna have to get it. I've been looking at it and I haven't done it yet.
I can't recommend
Christmas
it
gift to
enough.
myself.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely. They
Yeah.
got like parallel storylines where you can build in like San Diego and stuff like that, your park and stuff. It's great. It's so
Okay. Sorry. Sidetrack.
But yeah, the whole time I thought it was going to be on Isla Sorna. That's not the case. We're on one of the other islands, and there's dinosaurs on it. And Manticore is at the source of it. So they've really been kind of going into Manticore and not InGen, which I find interesting. That's been kind of like the background villain throughout the past seasons.
Yeah. It surprised me when they went to another island. I thought this was going to be actually an adventure on the sea of them trying to get home. So I was just waiting for, which we did get. Don't know what it was. What did you call that dinosaur again in the water?
Mosasaur?
The mosasaur. Yeah. I told you I'll be picking your head for it. The mosasaur. So it's like, okay, this is going to be, just them adrift in the sea for a while and adventures happening there. But no, that it was a nice surprise. I'm glad they went the way they went so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I totally thought it was going to be high seas trip. I really thought the baryonyx were still on the boat, actually. I thought that they alluded a little bit to that in the previous season, but, they're not. Or if they were, they're definitely dead now.
Yeah, they're not there. They're titty bread.
Yeah. The only dino we got was the Compy, which was pretty fun. Them like running around the boat trying to get it. But yeah, that Mosasaur attack, I got big Jaws vibes all of a sudden.
I got a few different vibes from the whole show. I'll talk about it when we go on through, but there was like even Terminator vibes at one point.
Really?
I was getting. I find I was like, oh, okay.
I guess so. Yeah. When we got to the island, they obviously were running into the different biomes and stuff like that. It was a little hectic. I really was excited when we got to that T-Rex one. That one was really just... It was fantastic. I love that we got, okay, this is like a mother-daughter scenario of T-Rexes, and they're not fighting. They're just super sympathetic with each other and compassionate. And just seeing more T-Rexes is great, because going from Fallen Kingdom and Season 3, we know, okay, most of these dinosaurs on the Isla Nublar get evacuated off into Fallen Kingdom, and then Fallen Kingdom auctions off, sells a bunch, and some of them escape. But we're only dealing with like one T-Rex left on the planet, one Velociraptor left on the planet. Here we have two more T-Rex, and I am so happy that we got them alive. It's like, oh, we don't have to clone more. We have two fully grown T-Rex here. This is perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they bring this into the movies and stuff. Or is this island just going to get wiped out at some point and everybody's gone? Which is going to break my heart, because now I love these two T-Rexes. They're no longer the bad guys. They're just misunderstood.
110%.
It's the venom spitters we need to get rid of. I don't know their names.
The Dilophosaurus, yeah, those are nasty.
Those ones, yes, those ones.
Yeah, well, you're totally right. The T-Rex, like, you get afraid at first, like you're running for your life, and then after a few episodes, you really get into like, oh, they're just like, they're bonding, and then when they get drugged, and it like pumps up their adrenaline, you just feel so bad because they're just getting injured. And I will say, the animation you mentioned in season 1 when it started was definitely a little iffy, even for me. But now in this series or this season, I felt like they amped it. The animation was really good stuff, and you could see again the scratches on the T-Rex and everything, and it felt so bad as they were in pain.
And the amount of heart that they pump into the show, for being a kids program, it takes a lot for me to get soppy, but yeah, I'm sitting there and the two T-Rexes are loving each other and worried and trying to feed the other one, and it's like, oh, it's great.
Yeah, it is. It's really great. Gut-wrenching and great. At this point, we see a lot more development with the kids. I mean, obviously they meet, I don't know why I'm dropping a blank, at the Manticore scientist, who's very good-hearted. She doesn't know she's doing bad things for the company. So that was nice to see. But But yeah, we get a lot of developments with the kids. I can only remember half their names. I'm just gonna pull up the rest of their names here. We have obviously Kenji and Brooke that are like developing relationship stuff.
Yep. Didn't care for that.
No, yeah,
Just
they
like
didn't really need it.
No.
Ben is getting attached to another dinosaur.
As he does. Well, he still Mrs. Bumpy.
Still Mrs. Bumpy, yeah.
Still Mrs. Bumpy.
Yasmina is going through serious PTSD, which I don't want to say I feel sorry when people have PTSD, but like when she went into that biome and she saw the Indominus and everything, oh my god. And she froze with the T-Rex.
Yeah, she just froze completely and couldn't move. Mm-hmm. They also are the best dinosaur escape artists ever because they just get away from everything. They've got the best luck in the world in this show. But we can't kill the main character, so...
No, I won't lie. After season 1, when I thought Ben died, I thought, okay, anything goes in this show.
Yeah, because I don't think he didn't pop into, was it the second episode on
Later
season?
In season 2.
Yeah, it was a while. Yeah, they waited for a while, so it was like, is he really dead? But no, he's back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Cool Dude.
And then we got Darius, who's just trying to save dinosaurs as always.
Getting everybody stuck on the island again.
Yeah. What did you think about all the characters so far?
I really love a lot of stuff. What was the girl's name again?
We got Sammy, Yasmina. Oh, Yasmina.
Yeah, Yasmina. She's probably been my favorite, just to see her try and grow. Even towards the end of the episode when she thinks she can help everybody and she's doing the best to try and help them, and she just tries to drive off and not let them see the dinosaurs and say goodbye. Mm-hmm. I just love how she's probably my favorite for progression over the course of the 4 seasons. Ben, he's kind of just been the same, isn't it, Ben? Yeah, from the first season since he became his own man. I will say he's been constant. So. Yeah, I enjoy the group dynamic. They're covering them all pretty well. I love when they introduce the adults. The guy, he's not the boss.
The tech guy, Cash.
Yeah, tech guy, Cash. Yeah, I really enjoy him. He's just such a dick. So. I love the fact that when they were playing the computer game, he's just sitting hacking it in because he's a master at it. So the characters I've really enjoyed. Probably the island as a character itself, this new one with all the biodomes. Isn't it biodomes? Not what they call it? Mm-hmm. Biodomes. There you go. Biomes. Close. That was pretty cool. But so I don't know what you thought about that.
Yeah, I love the biomes. I thought it was an awesome little component. Again, as they state, this island is totally off the grid. No one knows about it. And they have not just dinosaurs, but there's like saber-tooth, a couple of other interesting things that they threw in there, which makes sense. I mean, you got the DNA. You're weaponizing them, trying to see how they hold up. If they can handle like mind control and all that kind of jazz. And that's another heart-wrenching moment is when you see these animals being pushed like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, even what they've done on the island with the biomes and stuff and the technology. So even the robots, when we started getting those, like, what the hell is going on here?
Oh yeah.
And then they got the upgrade to the robots. I was like, that was me. I was in my happy place seeing these robots just stomping around the place. You don't get killed. You've got robots. You've got dinosaurs.
That's the Terminator vibe you were getting.
Yeah, it was the Terminator vibe.
They were called Brads, weren't they?
Was it? I thought they all had random different names. Maybe for some reason.
They did.
No, they didn't know, but I think Brad's, you say Brad's, but I thought some of them had another name, but that could just be...
The dog-like ones, I got used to those. I thought, okay, this makes sense. It's within reason. In a show with living dinosaurs, it's within reason, but they just kind of like medicate and maintain the biomes and the dinosaurs, which is great. And when we got those upgraded ones, that was like next level. Like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But I doubt we'll see that in the actual live action movie. I'm sure it's just
so you don't think there would be a crossover between Camp Cretaceous and the Jurassic World Dominion, is it?
if there is, I don't think it's with any of the kids. I honestly, probably 100% wrong. I feel like it'd be with Darius's older brother. I feel like maybe with him.
Yeah, because we've seen him towards the end of the season just getting his backpack and off he went.
Yeah. But, what, is he going to go to Isla Nublar and just be trapped there when the volcano hits? Like,
he must have a lot of money just to get over, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I suppose, can they bring it over? I think they could probably just keep it on, because it's on this different island now. They probably could keep another season or two going and just say, well, we're nowhere near the other islands that have been destroyed.
Well, we don't know about Isla Sorna. That's the mysterious thing, because like they keep talking about it. They talked about it in Fallen Kingdom. Now throughout this show, they're like, hey, the T-Rex, both of them came from Sorna. The DNA sequencing like of the Spinosaurus, I think they said, or something, was from Sorna, and then the Nasutoceratops was from Nublar, which we learned Sammy had a hand in getting the DNA for that and created that hybrid.
I'm glad you're here to say that name. Say it again out there for all those audio files.
Nasutoceratops, I believe it is.
Nasutoceratops? No, I'm out.
Little kids know these things. It blows my mind.
Yeah, my daughter, she rhymes them off to me. And I'm like, yep, yep. Bumpy? Okay, no Bumpy. That's an easy one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
But yeah, so all these islands, they just have so many. Again, we have the one mention they want to move the dinosaurs to in Fallen Kingdom. I'm thinking there's a lot more dinosaurs out there than we're aware of, and I can't see this island really being wrecked or destroyed like the natural disaster that happened with Nublar, but I wonder, are they going to get off somehow? Are the kids going to free them, or are they always going to be trapped in these biomes?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of even how. I can't remember seeing anywhere on the island bar the biomes. Like, where can you escape from? Like, where's the edge of the island? Where's the docks?
There's no docks. Like, it was a plane, right? So that they got to the edge of the island, the plane was flying away, so there is an edge to it. Oh
yes, that's right. Yeah, I think we're going to get another sad ending for this one. I think these dinosaurs, there's no way you can get them off the island. They're 6 kids. What are they going to do? Get a big bump and go Noah's Ark across?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I would like them to do. It's sad, but as a show, I want to fill the field. So yeah, kill the dinosaurs. I feel it's wrong to say, but.
Did you watch that Jurassic World Dominion prologue they put out recently?
No, I remember seeing it. I remember trying to get around to watch it, and I forgot. Is that? I'm trying to think. Let me have a wee quick look. I did see one, but it wasn't recently.
Okay.
I don't know if it was that one.
The same one that they put out in IMAX for Fast 9.
Yeah, because I watched Fast 9. I stopped after. I tried to watch the 4th one, and Travis gave me shit for it. It's like, oh, you have to watch the rest. I'm like, no. Yeah, he gave me shit because I said I stopped after like 10 minutes or 4. He's like, oh, you have to keep going. You have to keep going.
It's definitely like a 2 and done kind of series. The reason I asked, though, is I wanted to make a comparative because in the prologue, without spoiling it for you, they do have like fish and game wildlife.
Oh, actually, I did start watching this and I realized it was 5 minutes long. Oh. And then I said, right, well, because I was just at work. I was like, no, I'll wait and watch it later. And I never got around to it. Mm-hmm. But wow, this looks actually stunning. I'll not watch the whole thing, but
it's good. It's real good.
Oh wow!
So in that prologue, you get like Fish and Game Wildlife Preserve that's kind of trying to wrangle up these dinosaurs. And that's again another thing you learn in Jurassic World Evolution 2. It's the same branch of government trying to deal with the dinosaurs that are roaming free, and they don't employ the stuff that Manticore has. And I lead that as a segue to those drones that Manticore was using. Very interesting, and I'm surprised that we never got anything like that. Before. A couple of those on the Indominus Rex would have saved the whole park.
Oh, wow. Okay, that looks really good. I just freaking free. Yeah. It's,
crank the speakers up like high and just like sit back with the lights off. It's so good.
That sounds dodgy, Taylor. Sounds dodgy.
It gets
Yeah, no, I was just free and I was like looking, look how you... yeah, I'm looking forward to that then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch that later in full on the big TV with the sound system on.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you think the dinosaurs are all gonna die? What else do we have that we can kind of talk about here? The Spinosaurus, when that popped in, that's like a huge trope to Jurassic Park 3, which is not well received by a lot of people. I love Jurassic Park 3. I love the Spinosaurus, and seeing it here, oof.
I can't remember. It was the one in the city. Yeah.
That was the second one.
The second one was in the city. What was the
Yeah.
third one? Oh, the third one was when they go back to rescue the kids.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Kid,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
kid, yeah.
Just a kid, yeah. The rich parents were there. Yes, okay, I remember now.
Exactly, yeah.
I never had a problem with all three films. I don't know what sometimes people expect. You know, you can't always be better than the one before as long as it's a bit different. That's what I look for in my trilogies or sequels. So yeah, I enjoyed all the three films. They're blockbusters. They're popcorn movies.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of those elements, again, like the Spinosaurus brought it over into this show, and I'm so happy this show is just acknowledging everything. I think that's just one of the great kind of things that this show is capable of, because whether you like it or hate it in the past, this show, I feel like majority of people are really into it and loving it. And if the parents aren't, I mean, their kids are, so it gets the parents to have to enjoy it over time. I know Travis isn't. I'm hoping he gets his kids to watch it, because I think they'd enjoy it.
Yeah, but it's Travis. His kids are weird like him.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, oh gosh. I'm not sure where to, no, it's all good. I'm not sure where to go from this point on. I mean, we got like obviously all the different biomes, different dinosaurs, and I know the movie said no hybrids, but we got again a Spinosaurus and a Nasuceratops hybrid.
Because that's what they were trying to do as well. Was that what the injection was? They were trying to create a hybrid within.
Yeah,
Am I picking that up
hybrids,
right?
and then they were trying to do that mind control on the infant.
Yeah, mind
dinos.
control. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Which is another cool aspect. Like even the fact with the doctor when she was able to communicate, I thought, oh, this is really cool.
yeah.
We haven't really seen that before. I think. Who did we see speaking to him? What's his name?
Well, we did in Jurassic Park 3. Alan Grant, he had the whistle, the raptor whistle.
That's right. I remember. I forgot about that one. I was thinking of what's his name? Chris Pratt.
Oh, and
Can
Grady.
remember. Yeah. When he was able to sort of just with his hand gestures, but this was like a whole step up, which would make sense. You know that this doctor's been researching all that. So I like that aspect, and then how they were trying to weaponize it. It's just like, well, this is going to get scary going forward.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's like a big mass extinction on the planet. So it's just dinosaurs and a few humans running around. That's how I want the franchise to end.
You want like, what is it, War for the
Planet of the Apes. Yeah, Planet of the Apes style. There we go. That's what I want.
I think I've seen a lot of people say that they want that aspect. I don't think it's far off. I think they could definitely go that way.
Yep. And then we'll get, what do you call him, coming back in saying, I told you, life will find
Jeff
a way.
Goldblum, yes. Yes.
Side part, did you see the promo he did for the second game there? He did a video.
Yeah, he's like...
Yeah, just I was at stitches. I sent it over to my mate and he was crying as well. It was just so fun. I love Jeff. He's just a ledge.
He's great. I'm so glad he's coming back on the new movie. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And he doesn't need to. He really does this stuff for fun because, you know, he's no reason to be even coming back, even doing the games. I'm sure they're giving him a good bit of money, but I'm sure he also doesn't need it. He just clearly loves the franchise.
He's just having a good time. Jamie Lee Christie in the chat. You want chaos.
Yes, chaos. Chaos reigns.
But yeah, I do think that it would be cool to get one of those characters. Like, you don't have to, but I feel like Goldblum in this show wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. Like you said, he's doing all this for fun.
He would do it. Yeah, he would do it. He likes a voiceover, so.
Yeah. So with Cash, I really thought that he was either going to get killed in this show or something, because he had a few moments where like they're in the basement and it was either the I want to say Albertosaurus. I gotta fact check this. Who's being attacked?
Yeah, we'll say he's been attacked.
Wasn't an Albertosaurus. I got another one. What is the name? It was the same dinosaur from, I'm pretty sure, again, Jurassic Park 3. It has, like, the one Triceratops horn on its nose. Yeah, it charges at them in the basement. Again, I love the claustrophobic vibes that you get in this show when they're running down hallways and there's literally nowhere you can really go and the dinosaur is right behind them. I love those setups and scenarios.
What was there was one as well. What was the dinosaur that took out the saber tooth?
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus. I just love that part. Just go straight through the rocks and yank.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. Great moment. Great moment.
Hand in hand, like you said, they're super lucky at evading these animals.
And they all just seem to bond with them over time, even the ones that would usually tear you apart.
Yeah.
Just somehow like the kids. So I'm waiting to see the T-Rex. Obviously there was a wee bit of a moment. Who was it with? They sort of bonded a bit.
That was with Darius, wasn't it? When
Darius, yeah.
It was the stag.
Yeah, so I wonder, will that come back down the line? Get a wee T-Rex rescue moment at some point.
Well, we've gotten it in the movies. I mean, well, at least in Jurassic World, you got Blue jumping on to top of the T-Rex's back, and they're both teamed up with Chris Pratt, like all fighting the...
I love those moments. It's cheesy, and like in any other movie, I'd be pulling it apart and saying, "No, that's so stupid. That's not realistic." But in this, anything goes. do what you want. I don't care. I'm here for it.
Yeah, we got living, breathing dinosaurs, so you gotta just run with it as best you can.
And then Bumpy, my best friend, that scene, I was just glad to see. I'm wondering, are they gonna? Because there's no reason to really go back there unless something's gonna happen down the line.
Yeah, I don't know why they showed Bumpy going to the camp.
I know.
Again, the heartstrings.
The heartstrings, exactly. I was like, oh, he's just sitting there pining up at the treehouse. So I wonder, is he gonna make a return for next season?
I hope. Like at this point, I have to just tell myself like, hey, he dies in the lava, or he gets evacuated, and he is going to be in the final movie, which would be actually a great tie-in if you do have these kids some point in the movie coming to help, because you got Bumpy who was saved by that company, and it's a perfect setup. But again, I feel like he should have been with the other Ankylosaurus and not hiding at the camp alone.
Yeah, I know, that was so sad. Gonna make me cry, Taylor.
I'll avoid my thoughts of thinking he doesn't make it off the island for your sake.
It just makes that film now more sad when I go to watch that scene when they're all running off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that now. Although I wasn't a big fan of that movie. I didn't like where they went in the second one. It started off good, and I don't know. It was more of like a horror movie towards the end. I don't know if you thought it was just dark. It was like, But anyway, Camp Cretaceous season 4.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I should jump to like a quick ad break here, and we'll be right back. And we're back. I almost forgot about those.
Back again.
So, who else have we got here? I guess they trap cash. Things are going pretty well. They're helping everything out on the island. We learned that they're bringing in some new assets too, because the pteranodons came into the island, which is cool to see those. Yeah, you mentioned earlier the Dilophosaurus, which is a great setup. They were just going to the biome with these shields, which conveniently was very, very beneficial to them, because that was a lot of Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
What else?
I know. I was surprised though. I suppose it's not acid they're spitting, but the fact that it didn't get them anywhere. Because with that, I take it that would just burn on the skin.
They give the impression it does. Even when it hits their shields, you can hear like
yeah.
So I don't think it burns the skin. Like it's poisonous venom.
Because I'm trying to think the first film when the guy with the glasses, when he got out and he got spat in the face, it didn't seem to burn him. He just couldn't see.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, I don't know what damage would do, but just nitpicking. Yeah, well, that was cool to see them. That was kind of like, for me, I don't go too deep into the Jurassic Park world just from what I've seen in the films and stuff over the years. It was just cool to see them pop back up.
Yeah, just the many nods that this show has. It's great. But yeah, it seems like a lot of these dinosaurs are still coming. So I think He's still rocking a large assembly of dinos over there. And it'll be interesting to see how that kind of continues. I won't say that. There may be some things that it definitely wasn't leaked, but like cast and crew members have like officially put out for the new movie that make me think of certain things that will happen, and I'm excited. So,
Oh,
they're
I want to
official
know.
pictures.
I've been hiding from Discord group because I keep seeing stuff pop up with people talking about Spider-Man. I'm just like, nope, I'm
Oh,
hiding away.
yeah.
I'm
Stay
hiding
out of
away. I don't care. I don't want to hear or see anything. So Discord has been muted.
Yeah, stay far away from that. Like, there's so much more stuff popping up now.
Yeah, it was the same for Venom because you got it 2 weeks earlier than us, but I'm getting to see Spider-Man earlier than you. So I'm like,
Are you really? Oh,
I can maybe do a bit of payback here. I'll not spoil anything, but
just record the whole thing and drop it in the Discord.
Yeah, just there you go. There you go, S Pubs. This one's for you.
There you go. Camp Cretaceous. What did you think of when they brought in the Manticore boss?
I thought it was going to be, what do you call the guy with the glasses, the Asian fella?
Henry Wu.
Yes, I thought it was going to be him.
Too.
I got that, and then so it caught me off guard. It was his dad was the boss. Is it Kenji?
Kenji, yep.
Kenji, yeah. Kenji's dad. I was like, oh, okay. It's another twist in dynamic, so at least they're not going to get fed to the dinosaurs. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. I can predict that he's going to make his dad have a change of heart, and he'll try and help save the dinosaurs and bring Manticore down from within or something like that, but I'm there for that journey.
That would be great. I mean, the dad's got the resources. I'm 100% with you, though. I thought it was Dr. Wu, and he's going to be like, how did you kids get here? Like, I left you behind on the other island. So
it just keeps popping up everywhere.
Yeah. Cash, as far as we know, like, he hates Kenji's dad. He hates the guy. So, obviously, I think you're right. Kenji's dad's going to have a change of heart, and Cash is going to be a problem. Yeah,
Cash is going to step up because he already said he wanted to do a takeover. He wants to become partner and then get rid of him. So Darius, he let that slip to Darius. Isn't it Darius? Yeah.
Darius.
So he let it slip to him. So yeah, that's my predictions. If we get another season, that's what it'll be.
For sure.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's interesting when you have Kenji's dad connected here because he had a big suite on Isla Nublar, so he was well connected there. So they obviously that island had spies left, right, and center.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Where were you gonna go? You looked like you were gonna say something.
No, I was just fine. I was just gonna continue on about Darius and his father part, but it's fine. Yeah, just predictions for next season. It's just your typical trope that he's gonna want to bond with his son, and he can see his son's really passionate about these dinosaurs, and he'll look at him, and then he'll look at the dinosaur, and then look at his son, and the big eyes will be big everywhere, and you'll see the change.
Yeah,
it'll be Grinch style.
Unless they convince Kenji to kind of like revert, that would be horrible.
Oh, that'd be great. I love a good twist too.
Turn on Brooke. Turn on.
Yeah, it's like, I know I loved you last season, but this season we're over. You can die.
I do think I think it could go either way with that. Yeah, I mean, maybe Kenji does kind of take a twist, or it's for the story. Like, hey, I'm just gonna go incognito and pretend to be bad, kind of like Darius did with Cash, which is kind of very funny how he's derailing him.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that's true. You could say, look, son, if we don't do this, there's no money. There's no big fancy house. There's no yacht. This is the family business, taking care of things. So
yeah, absolutely.
I like a twist. Will they go that way? Probably not, but
for the kids' sake, not
for
these
the kids' sake,
the real life kids' sake. But yeah, Darius, he got that phone call out. He reached his brother. They really emphasized the whole 6 months thing in this season a lot. And Darius's brother managed to pick up the other end of the phone and listen in.
Because you'll know this. What was the time difference between the first film and the second one? Do you remember?
Oh.
Or do we know?
I'm gonna go and say we do know it was 3 years. I'm just gonna
3 years.
confirm. Um,
So it was 3 years until that island exploded then?
It was. I could be totally wrong, though. To make it clear what the timeline was, it was about 6 months after the fall of Jurassic World for the kids who grew up on it. Okay, yeah. So, come on, Google, help me out here. Fallen Kingdom picks up 4 years after Jurassic World.
4 years.
4 years. Okay.
So we've got 3.5 years before that island is destroyed. So we can get bumpy off there is what I'm saying. We've got 3.5 years to get bumpy off that island.
Yeah. So this show is still 3.5 years out before the eruption. So a lot can happen between that time. I mean, maybe it'd be cool if they were like working for Claire, like she set up that whole agency in the previous film where they're trying to save the dinos. Although this island's off the grid, so maybe people still just don't know about it.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing when you do a trilogy or a bunch of films and then you go back into that universe, but as a prequel. And I know Travis hates it with Star Wars. It's like, well, we got the original trilogy, but where's Ahsoka? Where's Ezra? Where's all these other Jedi that were supposedly kicking around at that time period? You just gotta run with it sometimes. But it does create problems. Like obviously here we have multiple more islands with dinosaurs, but they can't talk about that now in the trilogy because it wasn't there at the time. So
Yeah, well, again, the films they'll not need to discuss these islands because, as you say, it's probably, under the radar. Nobody will probably even know about the experiments going on. It'll probably get blown up in the show, and then nobody will ever know, but the data will somehow still be transferred out to help. And that's what got us to the second movie when they were doing all the hybrids and stuff. Mm-hmm. So
a part of me is really hoping these velociraptors could somehow get off the island. I want all the dinosaurs off all the islands. I don't want Blue to be alone. And when I saw these two raptors, I was thinking, yes, this is great. Like if we can get them out, like Blue will have a pack and not be alone running through like urban areas of people's backyards. Like it would just be fantastic. So that's my hope for this show. Do you have anything else you wanna add, or you want to get into like what your like predictions for the next season?
Well, we've pretty much already done that too.
Yeah.
Let me see. There was something I was going to say there. I can't remember. Nope, it's gone. It's gone. We'll go on the predictions. Go for it.
I looked and it did say that they were not confirmed for season 5, so just bear that in mind.
Yeah, well, I don't know why, but in my head I heard that this was like the last season, and then I thought it was going to lead into the movies or something like that, but clearly not. They can't end it like that, actually. On that last episode, it's... Unless they're doing a second half to this season, this is going to be like a 20-episode season.
I mean, that could be the case. I mean, these seasons, they usually come out within a 6-month period. Like,
they've been really quick.
Yeah, February, January, we could probably get like another reveal or trailer. Like, hey, it's coming back for March or April, so...
Yeah, well, it's Netflix, so I don't know, but I can't see them just ending it like that. We don't know what's happened to these kids. There has to be an ending to see them getting off the island, so I will say 100% that there will be a season 5. And then this season was longer. It was 11 episodes. I think the rest were 8.
11. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it was much longer. Again, you can tell the budget's gone up on this show. Longer season. Quality of the animation has just jumped up so much further, and again, they can't do that to people. Literally, the last line I think is Kenji saying, "Hey, Dad," and then it cuts out to the credits. Like, what are you doing?
Actually, because I went back in to see, I was like, because I know way on Netflix, there's always a couple other, there's like trailers and stuff below it, and I'm like, wait, am I missing what? No, they kind of just ended it like this. And to be honest, of some of the endings they've had, it wasn't the best to go out on. It's a nice twist, but off the 4th season is probably the weakest twist at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the previous cliffhangers, you have like everything seems fine on the island, then it's like underground, and you see a containment cell like about to like rip open. But this is like soap opera straight up.
I remember my question now. If it's 4 years, okay, do we see the kids live action? Because that age might actually line up with their ages in real life. For some of them, I don't know all the characters are like in real life, but I know the guy from the Goldbergs, he could be then old enough to be in live action because 4 years would have been passed since then, so he would be 20s.
Yeah, you know, I mean, looking at some of the actors here and actresses, you're totally right. It really could. I feel like this show is hand in hand so well attached with the actual movies, and it's done a great job at kind of feeding the universe and expediting certain things. So I could see them bringing them into the movie in some
I would
shape
like
or
to see it.
form.
Yeah, because I don't even think they look too far off. I think they did that on purpose, so they look kind of similar to their. I think they do an animation a lot anyway to kind of make them look like they are in real life. So I think that would be an interesting twist. Never happened, but it'd be nice.
It's a great way to sell your show too. If Darius pops up in Dominion, I'd be ecstatic. I'd be so happy if he just is like a tutor under Alan Grant or something like that.
Oh yeah, I never even thought of that. Yeah, because obviously he gets recommended by that doctor chick. She'll say, "Oh, he's really great with dinosaurs," and
Exactly. There's the
there we go. And that'll just bring in like a whole audience who's been watching the show that can now link into this. Yeah, do it.
Exactly. Well,
I'll ready to check now, Taylor. We can do
yeah.
it. Might bounce, but I'll write it.
Yeah. Well, what would you rate this season? What would you give it? Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I'll give it a 9 because it twisted in a good way, which sometimes shows when they run on for a bit don't normally do. Sometimes usually the first and second season are the best. But I love the twist. I love what they did with this new island with all the biomes. Got that word right now. With the robots, with even now the ending with, the father contacting his brother. Yeah, I'm going to give us a solid 9. I can't wait to watch it again. With Willow next week, we'll probably be starting to binge that. So don't watch Chucky with your kids either. That's just not a good idea.
Do you watch the whole previous seasons before going into it with your daughter, or just the new season?
I'm trying to think if we did. I think the first 2 we maybe did. The third season we didn't. We just watched the third season, and then obviously we haven't done the fourth yet. So I don't know. I think because it's only 6 months, as you say, in between. You kind of don't have to. You can just watch the recap. Because they do a recap at the start, don't they?
I believe they
did.
do.
Yeah. So I think the first seasons we did either that or we just watched them back to back, and it feels like we watched them twice. But yeah, I'll gladly watch this again with her, and if my boy was into it, I'll watch it again with him because it's fun to watch. There's very few shows I actually watch multiple times, so that'll be up there.
Yeah, no, you said it well. I honestly am going to give it a 9 out of 10 too. Like the only thing I'm negating on it as a point is just the fact that the unconfirmed end of there being like, okay, is there a 5th season? I thought this was the last season, and I hate that cliffhanger. I feel like that was the dirtiest, grimiest way to end this season. It was so bad, and again, it's gonna pull me in, but other contributing factors are just like, I hope the dinosaurs like get off this island. Like we're on another island. Like I feel like there's so many unanswered questions that should have been answered in this season, but here we are. Overall, the character progression was fantastic. The dinosaurs we got were great. The nods to the other films were amazing, and we're set up for some really cool stuff in the future. So I highly recommend it. I think people should be watching all these shows with their kids. So
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to say, or where people can find you, or?
No, if you can find me, you're doing well, because sometimes I don't even know where I am. So I'm not really active on social media much either, so you'll find me floating around GeekVerse whenever they let me on, if Travis does again.
Usually the after 9s, you make a
appearance. So I don't know, hopefully we're having one for Christmas again this year.
Yeah, it's in the talks, Christmas or January. We're got such a busy month for December. Yeah. It's crazy. So we're doing our best.
Oh yeah, shows just left, right, and centre. It's good to be back. Join Hawkeye, Spider-Man coming, Matrix,
Book of Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett. Oh, do you know what else is coming out? You know, just throwing that out there because it wouldn't be me on a podcast if I didn't mention Cobra Kai. So,
Really?
it's out the first of January. It comes out the new season. So
Me and Travis we gotta watch that. We gotta get through that.
you do.
Yeah.
No, now I can be part of. Now you're rich and famous. You know, you're YouTube famous now with your sponsors and get Manscaped, folks.
Yes, you heard it from Carl. Get Manscaped.
20% off if you quote Taylor Phil.
GB Pod,
Put it in the promo code. It actually is good. You know, I can't talk about how good it is because kids might actually watch this one. But
fair enough. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our Camp Cretaceous Season 4 review. Thank you for jumping on, Carl. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It was great. Cheers.
Well, until next time, we'll see you in the search bar.
Bye.